tingog. Usa ka katawhan. Cebu Catholic Television Network.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore, and I know too much to go back and pretend. Oh yes, I'm wise, but it's wisdom gonna pay. Yes, I pay the price, but look how much I gain. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong, I am invincible, I am
Good evening. Welcome to Joy of Women. This is your host, Joy Piscara. Ug karong gabi una, we have a very exciting guest. Kaya I'm also excited to get to know her because there are so many daghan kay siya ma-share ka nato. Kaya I saw her in one of the activities of the scholarship office of the Cebu City government, and I was so struck by what she presented to our scholars in the city. Kaya ang sa city, daghan-daghan siya kay mga scholars. Parang, I think 10,000 ang students ang gisuportaran sa Cebu City government, hoping that they will really be able to complete their studies and at the same time be of help to their respective families. So, karong gabi na ato ang himamaton among guests. She's an achiever and she's a host, performing artist, content creator, speaker, and she's currently taking up Master of Education in Social Studies at the University of the Philippines, Cebu, and she's also one of the finalists of the Queen Philippines 2024 representing Cebu Province. So, atong hinamaton, atong guest, Alam Garcia. Good evening, Alam.
Good evening, Attorney. Dagang salamat sa atong mga viewers karon, and dagang salamat sa Joy of Women, of course, to you for having me here. I am very happy. The last time I've been here, I think, in 2017, I can't remember anymore, but I'm so happy to be back here.
Yeah, that's good. I saw Alam during, as I mentioned earlier, katong nag-speaker
scholarship fair
yes,
sa city government, sa CCY
DC, as well as the scholarship office.
Yes,
yeah. That was very good. That's why it's a good thing na ato sang invite si Alam para makashare sa iyang mga thoughts. But before ba Alam, like growing up, kuan na bagyud ka kalang ganahan na bagyud ka anang public speaking?
I actually developed my love for public speaking at a latter age, latter parts of my life. I think I was in high school already.
Okay.
Because growing up, I've been to performing arts. So all my life, I knew nga murag maura gina siya ako ang ma-achieve in life. But apparently, nawala kong tingog because when you're male assigned at birth, ang imong puberty, madawat ang imong tingog. So wala na ako masustain ang ako ang tingog. So I ventured into other things, writing, public speaking, student council, and kanang school publication. Dagan kong na-discover sa akong self, and ang ako yung pinakaganahan kay ang public speaking.
Okay. But that one ba, like performing arts, you mean you were like singing?
I was a singer growing up. I've been competing nationally.
Wow.
Ano siya. Pero ay nakakanta ka karon. Kasi dili na siya mao. Pero kana siya,
ang subali mo ang pasabot ang imong range na usab.
Yes, ako ang akong range good because like before ako ang mga key kay maka Whitney Houston ko.
Really?
Maka Mariah, Celine, nga. Sure, hilas.
When you were in the elementary?
Elementary, before reaching the age of 13. Kana siya, and then in 13, puberty mo change ang imong tingog, and then like I didn't like how I sounded during that time na so marag
na-discourage
ko.
Ito na mo tingin ng mga challenge yun sa mga male young singers kaya na-agi changes sa vocal cords, no?
Lisod ka ayo to siya because I was very used to the way I was singing when I was young, and then naglisod na ko. So I tried, pero like I think it's also a blessing because I also got to discover a different side of me.
Okay.
In Ana. So, kana siya, public speaking, high school ko, and then I felt like murag in line ra gihapon ang performing sa public speaking.
Oh yeah, because you're in front of the audience, you get to be
Yes.
on stage. Because
Yes.
sometimes like lain gitag ko ano kanang singan inatong growing up even myself like elementary I really parang kada bang di ba naman na sa school na itong ay kuan na tadaan nga pabaragon data reading
laban.
di ba so I myself parang I rather be in a group like imo kung mag-singer ka you're only be like mag-solo dyan sa stage like kung group parang ako kay dance so group so parang paano kayo kampante ra kayo daghan but igabot na nga mag-solo it's something na parang it's a challenge no di ba but imo it's at least nga na-develop na nimo daan na you can just stand on stage and then kuan kana bang then it's pag segue nimo to public speaking it's just so easy so like public speaking is it like ni go through basad ka ng debater mga kuan declamation speaker ganon
Not in formal training, wala ko'y formal training yun sa ako ang speaking, no? Basically, it's just exposure and immersion sa mga different activities. However, I remember in high school, since I'm also an officer in the student council, we were sent to different conventions nationally. Wherein we get to present our platforms, we get to present our, like for example, business camps, mga inana. So like maghimo mi og business model, maghimo mi og product, and then we maghimo mi marketing strategy. So na siya presentation gihapon. Those were my training grounds. And I believe more than the classroom, I think these conventions really contributed to the person that I am now. Hence, I was able to develop my my gift of speaking. Kana siya, and of course, akong mother gyud ang ako ang pinaka-trainer because niya naman sila nung 80% sa intelligence sa anak kay magikan gyud sa mama. Kanang inaana, we were taught that way. So kanang, I feel like naman na po din ako sa kumama kay kumama chikadora pod. Yes, and then katong pag-performing arts na ako ang confidence gyud, ang kanang training sa pag-present nako sa akong self sa audience. Dako sa jud kay tabang ang akong mama. And of course, akong papa support sa jud kay siya sa pagpadala nako because of course like you need financial para kanang makaadto ka sa mga different conventions no because it's not free. Sometimes the school wouldn't shoulder that for you.
Correct.
So ikaw gyud but although like dili jud kayo mi ingon ana kanang ingon nga daghan jud kay resources sa kinabuhi but my father and mother were able to see the potential of these activities that really makatabang ni siya sa development sa ako and hence I am here.
So bale importante gyud mga mothers, father, mga parents is really very important gyud ang kanang pag-ingon moral support of the parents. You know, because I grew up with a very busy mom. And then working mom and then like you know, magkita ko sa mga parents, like say, mag-describe like your mom. I felt in a way jealous. Okay. Why is it nga akong mommy not here, di ba? So, I would say it really boosts the morale of the kids if the parents are there, especially the mother.
Definitely.
And that like good, of course, I love my mom. If they have like parents have different ways of showing their love, but you have a very good as well, a mom nga nihatag yun mo support.
Tough love. Kay of course, kanang ang pag-support sa mama nagikan po na sa nature niya before nga dili kay siya supported sa iyahang mga gusto. So, when she had me,
buhos.
Kanang wala mo ko'y support sa ako ang kuan kaayo before kay of course their siblings niya 10 sila ka buo. So lisod kaayo ato nga time. So academic achiever siya nya kanang of course kanang mga jamboree, mga achievements di kay siya mapadalag mga inana because ang resources sila. So when she had me, so iya yung giswear nga push laban gyud to the point nga of course tough love kanang ganahan siya nga mo excel ni ana but I think kanang tough love kay i-contribute sa gid siya nga mo excel pud ko sa ko ang gusto and
but I'm pretty sure the pressure is double.
Super.
Because you know there's always a positive negative to it like mingon ta nga like kung naasad ato ang parents nga kuan ka di ba, like the kwansan nga, naalang na siya, kay na ayang mom, di ba, di ba, so, and then said, the pressure, I'm pretty sure, you have to win, you have to win, you have to win, so,
pero, I think, in a different perspective, I think, that kind of pressure contributed to the growth.
Yes.
Ako personally, mo believe ko that pressure can be very helpful.
Yeah, I
some
do.
way.
Yes.
Although, like, contrary to some of the current generation that we have right now, really abhors the idea of
pressure.
Of pressure. Kaya, of course, kanang there are different dynamics. Now, I'm not saying they're correct. I'm not saying they're wrong. But as for me, pressure did a good effect on me, and it manifested in my way of thinking, in my way of compartmentalizing the way I do things.
Yeah.
Kana siya, disiplinado ko, kana ngayon.
Yeah, kaya ang kwan kita na, it's more on, it's just the mindset.
Mindset lang.
Mindset. Because like, when you take, maybe people take it as a negative thing, but you can take it as a challenge.
Yes.
Yeah. If like you say that, pressure may be a negative thing to some, but then you use it to make you do more, di ba?
Yes,
so that's really like at how you think, you don't take it like it's just a mindset, di ba?
Yes, it's really understanding how things work. And of course, it comes with maturity growing up. And I think if I was myself 10 years ago, I wouldn't have looked at it differently because lahi gid ang ato ang inclinations whenever we grow up, especially now that I just turned 29. I feel like you really grow with maturity.
Oh, yes, of
you
course.
understand things na they did what they had to do because it will serve a purpose in the future.
Yeah, because like I do agree with you, because sometimes like when we're kids, we are just looking at it in our own perspective because we haven't seen the world, di ba?
Yes.
So like unsa ra itong nakita, gusto ko mag-sleep over, gusto mag-attend this and that, and then like me, I grew up in a very conservative family, very strict, so no sleepover. So like I would think dayon nga too much discipline, why curfew, my mindset like ganon na, and then like now I would say nga my parents were right.
Yes.
Di ba sa una when we're young we don't see it that way. But then when we are already mature, not old, when we see it like as matured individuals, we say that was the right thing. And then it's just good also nga you have that real realization.
Kuan siya, it took some time before I was able to arrive to that realization, but looking at the things that I am doing now, I said that, that actually makes sense. Kana siya. So, siguro sa mga nagtanaw sa to, sa Joy of Women, no, I feel like you also have, it pays to listen to your parents. Regardless of how we think, no, marag, actually, kanang marag, dili man siya mao or something, ingon ana, no, but we have to understand and we have to keep the trust to them because more than anything else, the first line of defense is really our family.
Yeah,
so,
correct.
You have to understand that whatever they're doing is just their way of letting you know that they really care for you.
Yeah. Mo gina the normal thinking good of parents is really to protect the children.
Yes.
And except lang gyud nga mayong kang there are really also mga exceptional parents nga ilahang iput into danger ilang mga anak. So that's at the time nga mayong ka nga you have to really look for other kanang support. But then basically parents are there to protect the children.
And also if kanang like for example ako I was raised in a way wherein kanang I was trained to be vocal about my decisions. So if I feel like dili ko uyon sa mga decisions sa kumama or sa kung unsa ang ilang gusto mahitabo, I always voice out my opinions. Kama, I think this, that. And we just have to place things in a way na dili po disrespectful sa to ang mga kuan because I learned it the hard way. Sa una magsukol-sukol, magtubag-tubag, ko di ko perfect, no? Ingon ana, but you learn that kanang it really pays to be respectful sa imuhang parents kanang inana. So sa mga nagtan-aw, if like you think sa mga anak, especially sa mga anak nga you think na murag na ako'y point ani I think dili to maong point itarong lang og plastar kay
Yeah.
of course bisag unsaon nato buhat dili na kailangan explain nga mama ug papa na nato sila and we have to respect them.
Correct. Bita, para nakita na ko nimo nga, more or less nga, that's also good thing with my parents. So, nga, ato sa mga parents out there nga, it's a lot better that kids will be allowed to speak up. But then, ang amo sad, like, ang ako nakanan, but when there's already a decision, by the parents or the body. Okay, kami like we will be able to vote.
Okay.
So we have to respect it.
Okay.
So that's really a good dynamics na ang mga kids to also voice out their thoughts. Kay rather than nga ilaganing i-suppress, so ang tendency noon adto na sila sa mga peers nila or outside mo voice out and maybe they will get the bad kanang mga advices. But before ito mo pa dayon, Alem, mo po sa tagpipila ka pahinong doon, stick with us.
Discover the beauty of the Philippines. With Philippine Airlines, the country's flag carrier. The airline that lets you feel the warmth of the nation. Mabuhay.
Holy Spirit,
Earlier we're talking about how Alan became a lecturer, Icon Malaysia, a performing artist, yes, and then singer at that, and then Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston Pegs, just my God, taas jud kay range, and then para pagaynon inana nga mga range para di nato makabuat. But mas maisad na karon nga ni segue or ni divert si Alam to public speaking. So nindot kaayo nga para pag if one door closes, another one opens. Yes.
Kaya siya. Mo to siya going back sa katong medyo first heartbreak dito na ko ang voice. And then when I ventured into these things, kung likaw pud ko. And it actually developed me to the person. And kana bitawang feeling na it's out of your comfort zone. And then when you are able to master that kind of arena wherein dili siya nimo talent at the very beginning, but you're able to master that, there's a different kind of fulfillment.
Yes, right.
Achieve nimo. So high school, college, ang akong public speaking, ni grabe na to siya. And then eventually when I graduated in 2016 in USC, ni pursue na ko sa ako ang performing arts na career, so theater, film, and then eventually akong social media, and I was invited to different schools kaya talk about my journey, kana pursuing a dream. Ara ko nagsugod yun.
Okay.
Kanang
Pero unsa may mga course or degree in college?
In college, I graduated Bachelor of Fine Arts major in Advertising Arts, and then currently I am taking up Master of Education in Social Studies.
So what ka mo venture into, like usually mga fine arts they venture for like diba mga either designing or kana interior designing.
Ana siya. Kuan, I pursued a marketing career when I graduated, but I felt like the corporate career is not for me. I'm a very creative person. I can't really function nga cyclic ang ako ang mga buhaton. So like kanang mga 8 to 5 nga mga schedule every day, kanang medyo
Kwan ka,
ma-burn out ko, ma-box ko, dili ko, that's just me, kanang inana. So, although like naa sa mga tao, nga ganahan kayo, ingon ana, pero ako personally, dili ko ganahan, ingon ana, nga kind of ko, ang ganahan ko, free-flowing, ingon ana. So, ni pursue gid ko sa ko ang work ko ang dream gyud nga career, and then eventually ato na ko na-realize when you want something, when you want to push for something, you just really have to put your mind into it, listen to your parents, what you have to say, and of course, kanang put the faith in the Lord yun, because everything will fall into place when you trust His will and time.
Yeah. Okay, so ni venture sa iyo day kag kanang performing arts.
Yes.
Yeah, so kung like nag-theater ka, unsa man like nag-artist sa
Yes, kanang ato kog Manila pag 2021, but apparently that's one of my major heartbreaks pod kay pandemic man to, so marag wala jud ni foster ako ang career sa acting sa Manila, and because of the pandemic po, so I went back to Cebu. I continued still, but kind of with a heavy heart, but eventually I was able to carry on with the fact that it wasn't really a failure. It was just really understanding that things do have timing. Ato nga time dili siya sakto kay pandemic, dili kaayo daghan ang mga shooting, bisag ka ng mga artista na naglisod og trabaho. So ako sa personally na ako nga okay, I learned, pero like at first I thought like it was a failure. Grabe mao jud ko murag siya level sa heartbreak. Attorney, my God, kanay na.
Kaya day kay mo ha kanang gusto gid kay ka mag-artista.
Oh yes, ganahan siya kay ko nga kanang, of course, because like I felt like I was ready, but kanang sometimes life has a way of humbling you and kanang putting you on the ground nga kanang naatay gitawag nga timing ana siya. So
and then also like I remember what you said was redirection.
Yes. Good.
Yeah, redirection, di ba? Like, okay, there are things like mingon naman ta nga maybe ato ang pagtuo nga mao na ato ang path. But then, God has different plans.
Yeah.
Diba? Like I said, I wanted to become Miss Universe.
Wow!
Pero, wamang ko patas. So, redirected. Diba? But then, may mo gina siya nga pa yun, like you said, nga mo follow lang tawat sa path. Diba nga? If we will place in the right path, where we can really shine, di ba?
Yes.
So that's now where you shine.
Yes. Kana siya, although like I'm not closing my doors, but kanang a beautiful redirection indeed, because I found my love for currently kanang I tried taking up further studies no, so ni-take ko karon og Master of Education in Social Studies sa University of the Philippines, Cebu. And then I thought it was just a backup plan, but apparently it actually pushed my social media presence, because currently that actually led me to my advocacy, kanang sa Social Studies Education and social media, wherein I apply what I have learned and share it on my social media. And then apparently, of course, ang mga tao nga ganahan unta mo eskwela but dili kayo, wala sila time, wala resources, or dili pa nila kaya as of the moment, or di pa sila decisive na kaya nun ang pressure sa further studies, because it's not easy. Makita nila maka-identify sila sa ako hala, nindot kay siya, kay share siya sa iyang journey sa master studies. And one way or another, I get to share an inspiration to a lot of people that it's never too late to actually take up further studies.
Yes,
and importante gid kaayo ang education. Kana siya.
That's good.
Ana siya. So apparently karon kanang happy ko, kanang I thought nga kanang sige mo take na lang ko, kanang inana nga mindset kay at least backup plan. But apparently it amped up my speaking engagements, it amped up my advocacies, it amped up my ability to actually share even more.
Yes, that's
Kana
good.
siya. So, wala kay nako, although like of course, planuhan gid nako siya og todo, no? But kana very direction of the Lord and of the universe na kanang sige po sa katong artista ni mo ha, and then arisa ta sa academe kay I think you will function well niya. Apparently, okay. It's actually doing well.
Yeah, that's good. Kay, you're right ato nga, ingon ka, the pressure, kanang the time, even myself, when I was studying law, I worked full-time in a bank.
Wow.
So I work from 8:30 to 5,
Then
and
gabi.
then 5:30 to 9 mo kung eskwela ko. And then like boys also nga I pursue nga the studies and at the same time work. It really gave me the determination to study because I have little time to study. So because of that, nga pressured ko every day. So pressure is also a positive thing
Yes.
because like it also like made me work harder. So like ana gina siya. It's like sometimes may nga wakoy time, di ba? Anyway, like gamay ang meager resources. And then may nga rin, gisuportaran kasi yung parents. Like ako when I was studying law, I paid for my own bills, I paid for my schooling, I paid for my books, and even for my review studies in Manila, I paid for it. So, it's really something na pwede nang even og ka nang ikaw nagtrabaho, gamay mong sweldo, if you just like kuan good, like what you said, na nakay imong plan, and then ni ito sa tinuod sad ang ako rag yung purpose maglaw kay ang kuan said kanang kaya bang I can be with the people with the same age, yeah, and then I can also like go out, and then inana ka kamubo ang akong purpose at first,
Pero eventually, look at you now.
yes, yeah,
Counselor and an attorney.
yeah. Muna mo ingon nga, if had it been said nga I wasn't a lawyer, di ko makonsehal.
Diba?
So na redirect.
Redirection. That's a beautiful redirection. Kaya itong like, funny no how things turned out to be nga kanang marag. Wala man sa dili seryoso. Kada bitong taphaw lang sa ang kanang panghuna-huna. Pero sige, decisive mo go. Pero pagkahuman, ay, seryoso na day eventually. Kanang
Mao giday ni akong path.
Diba?
That's really good. And then what is also good with you, Kai, because you inspire other people. But then ako sad curious ko, I'm pretty sure sad some of you are there nga curious unsa man ni ang social studies, unsa man inyong pagkatunan sa social, di ba ka like ako sa inyo sa una ko mahinumduman sa social studies elementary kay like patunon ka about kanang kinsa mga presidents, kinsa nang mga secretary of this, secretary of that, ipamemorize, di ba? And then human pag high school, although ni split ng history, so at least with the history, focus ta on the past. And then human, unsa may mahibilin sa kanang kuan, social studies, then di ba araling panlipunan man na siya na. Oo. Sige, unsa man makatuna nato anang araling panlipunan.
Dili bitaw ko kung yanon og storya, tanang bahin sa katilingban, muna siya ang tunan sa social studies, social studies.
Kanang current
issues, history, unsa pa ba
apil ba economics?
Apil ang economics, which is dili kay kumayo kay grabe it involves math, logic, grabe jud kaayo ang economics to, but nakita mo gud nako nga ang mga tao karon gamay og appreciation sa social studies, where in fact it is a very important aspect in our education and of our identity as Filipinos, nga karon wala kay siya gitagaan og importansya. So namagutay notion when growing up at imong giingon nga pa-memorize murag ma-technical ang social studies nga kanang it's just memorizing, but more to it, we were taught that social studies must be taught in a way that you impart its value to the present times.
Betaw no kay lain-lain mo gud man
kana siya, pero di ka ma-blame attorney kay memorize kay bisag ako sad kanang akong taphaw na sa akong pagsabutan na sa una, but kanang growing up nga nakita na ko, although like gana sila nga very far man kay ang advertising sa education nga napangutan-an ko pirmi katong pag last year man ko nagsugod sa ko ang masters no. Pangutan ako sa ko mga professor siya anong ni Joy kay akong kasagaran mga kuyog mga ni graduate gid of education ya kanang ang ilang focus kay social studies, so nagit sila background sa education and social studies, and their teachers, I'm the only one nga dili gyud teaching.
Okay.
Ako ang way of teaching lahi sa ilahang teaching, ilaha kay formal classrooms kanang akong teaching is kanang katuwa sa nagkita kanang mga speaking engagements, kanang mga workshops mga inana. So gipakutan ko unsa ni kuan lahi gyud ang combination when you impart social studies through social media, because social media naman gud karon.
Yes.
And that's where we consume much of the information nowadays. Kung sa una TV, newspaper, mass media, karon ang mga tao ni shift na towards social media. So, kabantay ka, daga na kaayog proliferation of fake news,
Yes, right, right.
himo og information.
Yeah.
So, my way of actually addressing that issue is to combat it with
The right,
the right information, and that's through my advocacy, social studies education on social media.
But you know what? Your combination is for me, it's a very effective combination because you came from a background of marketing. So you know how to market social media.
Yes.
Di ba? Social studies.
Yes.
Because like, parang social studies and then marketing is media. Oh, parang mo na
Diba?
relate. Oo. Di ba? Like, you take it, the social studies plus marketing, so you are into social media. So you're really, it's a very good platform that ma-kuan gid nimo nga ma-touch base kasi sometimes ang mga tao like kita growing up mao gid nato again first thing kung sa school lang memorize, di ba? Like I came to love history when I tend to connect things. Okay?
Yes.
So like, for example, si Kuan, Napoleon Bonaparte, asa ni siya nga country, tanawon din ako ang country, beautiful place, di ba? So, huna-huna na ako nga, adto ko, ani ko na yun, kaning Italy, I will go there, di ba? So, those things nga, kung create ng imagination in our mind, that's a time we tend to be interested. Di ba?
Yes.
Also, in the same manner, ang sa kuan karon with the social media, ang sige kuan, usahay no, I'm guilty to it kay before ko matulog, hala, sige tanaw video, sige tanaw kuan, sige tanaw Facebook, sige kuan ba. Then, sometimes it will like create something in our mind na subconsciously, di ba? So, but then it's really important na we know how to, what you call, kanang, put it in a positive way. Now, that's what you are doing.
Yes, kanang to give light po sa imo explanation po, kanang the brighter side of things when you mentioned about you learn history by connecting it to something na makarelate ka. That's what I'm trying to do. When we are able to let the value of connection of history to the present times be highlighted in every section that we have or whenever we have the chance to actually advocate for it, then we actually kanang highlight the fact that history is not really detached from the everyday life that we have because what happened in the past connects us to our direction in the present times and of how we project ourselves in the future. So, dili gid siya detached yun from reality. Kaya mo naman sila nga, human naman, mura bito na siya sa imong ex. Kanaway na, human naman to past is past, dili. Ang history, we learn the value of history kay para dili na to mausab ang mga
That's correct.
past mistakes na to. Di ba?
Yes.
Like, mara na tangalis. For example, di ba, like, if we base it on our own experiences, we say that kanang during the past kay wala magugay ko naminaw sa akong mama o papa. So nakat-on man ta nga kung dili ta maminaw sa akong mama o papa, even though we thought nga kanang maayo gyud ang ilahang intention ato.
Yes. But then, you took it negatively, so what mo nang...
Nalihis ka.
Right.
So karon nakat-on ko ato, ako tong pirmi, butang sa kong hunahuna, sa kong alimpatakan, nga dili na gid ko magpataka, maminaw gyud ko sa ila. Matarong ka.
Yes, but before ta mo patayon, nga especially ato mga parents, sa gunahuna na lang, ang saon gyud matarong ang ilang children, mo po sa tagpipila ka kay naman. Stay with us.
Discover the beauty of the Philippines. With Philippine Airlines, the country's flag carrier. The airline that lets you feel the warmth of the nation. buhay.
Holy Spirit,
nagkanindot na gid kayo ato ang discussion with our guest, Alam Garcia. Kaya parang nagka-connect ang among wavelengths. Bitaw, anindot kayo na yung mga gipang ang sulti ka ng Alam. Because like, you know, yung kanang yun, we have to learn from the past mistakes. And then the good thing for us, because there are books that we can read and then learn from their mistakes, di ba? Kaya like ako, ang mga favorite books yun ako, mga biography.
Yeah.
Because biography, it's more history, but based on a personal
person's life.
level, di ba?
Mga
Kaya
leaders,
yes, mga leaders,
figures,
yeah. So mga kuha na to sila nga, maybe ila lang sa nang craft in a way nga kanang singan anak kanang haron they might also look good. Oo. But then makita man sad nato nga along the way there are stories nga part sa ilang story that may not be in their lives but then part of history.
Ano siya? Kanang, pwede sa di sila mo function as your social media influencers karon kay naman tagi pang follow ng mga artista, mga ana imo sa siguro kay bibliographies of public figures who have contributed to
Yes.
the body of work baron sa in the field of law, in the field of
Yeah.
governance kanina na. Ako sa dapog ko'y kanang gina look up pod ng mga historical figures but more to ita kung ganahan gyud nga sa part sa history kay kanang mga panghitabo sa past. I don't know. I feel like because I'm an old soul, so ganahan jud kaayo ko mumina og mga kanali, for example, early Philippines, pre-colonial Philippines,
Okay.
during kanang Spanish occupation, during the
Try reading the but I haven't also read that
Uh-uh.
because but a friend introduced the book to me, but I haven't still got the book. The History of Visayan People.
Oh my God, I love that.
It's written
Yeah.
by Jesuit priest Alcena, Father Alcena.
Okay.
But like because I want also to know what was Philippines before, like even during the Spanish time. Because like when we read books now, it's like starting from Rizal, 1898, di ba? Like the death of Rizal. And when I went to Spain, I visited
Wow, sana all.
the Montjuic Castle. One of the like nakabutang dito nga signage that famous people were jailed in the dungeon of that castle. Okay, and then ang nakabutang dito one of the famous people was Jose Rizal. And then like nakabutang dito he was there in ang young period there like 1896. Inko 1896 was the year he was executed. So how come it became 1896 when so maybe they just put it 1896 because he died in 1896, but then he was not really jailed there in 1896. My friend told me nga, historian said nga 1892. So those things nga para bagang mabaka sa iyahangi ko na would make me research more, di ba? So mao gina siya na nindot sa lang reading about history nga makakuanta nga kani sila. And then there was even at kuan nga kadibang nganong si this person, di ba? Like also there was a time nga I met Cuban doctor.
Wow.
Yeah, and then like in a gathering, and then he said to me, "Oh, we share the same history." Oh yes, we're both from kanang under Spain.
Yes.
Ana rin siya nga. Yes, but then we are in that we are the same in that aspect, but we are entirely different. Why? Siya. We were in 1898. We were granted independence. And then Philippines was sold to the United States. Ako me. I was sold, like my country was sold.
right.
Like it dawned on me that I have to read more. And then that's the time I read the Treaty of Paris.
Treaty of Paris.
So like before, I just read like the Treaty of Paris, kuan kanang mga questions that we inang kanang singana na ay nga atong i-memorize. But then kuan ta wa gyud ta kabaw unsa gyud content sa Treaty of Paris, diba? So like that's the time I read it, and then like so much noon na mga information that were not taught us, that were not taught in school nga kadang nag-bombard sa kong brain nganong iniini mo ni why di ba it kuana nga mo dai paingon ta nga we read more,
yes.
diba? So but then but that's history, but to us it's more on sad imuha, do you use history as a kanang base nimo for your mga lectures?
I do. I feel like whenever I speak about something, it should come from a genuine place. Because I don't know, I don't feel like going into lectures or going into workshops or speaking engagements wherein I'm not genuine with whatever I say.
Okay.
So it should be in the basis of truth. And that's what history does. It is always in the basis of truth, and it should be the basis of truth.
Okay.
Kana siya. So ako siyang basihan yun. It may be in my life, in my past experiences, in the experiences I have witnessed based sa mga accounts ako nakita, and of course of the books that I read.
Yeah.
Kana siya kay now more than ever, the value of truth manggod is now fleeting. Labi na sa tao nga kanang, especially with the advent of technology and with the social media, that it's so easy to make people believe nga kanang kanisya, blah blah blah, kanisya, ana-ana, and people would believe that whatever they see on social media, because not everyone is social media literate or kanang
they're not fact checking.
They're not fact checking kanang ana. So I hope no napuntay ka ng mga seminars ng mga ana no nga makapahatag yun sa mga katawhan o kanang idea ba nga how do they decipher things properly on social media, because we have social media, we celebrate social media, we do social media every now and then, more almost all walks of life na anagay smartphone, no, but we are not capable enough to actually know how to use these things.
Yeah, but we don't know kakasauna nga paingon tag what we read is the truth.
Yes.
But karon what we read may not be the truth, diba? So pero pag kinahanglan na gyud ta nga mo counter check. But then but still even then nga kung mayngon tag about mga events, maybe there's fake news, but then there's no such thing as fake when it comes to inspirational messages.
Yes.
Diba? Okay, it's something really to guide you in your life. Diba? And then like ikaw, someone said, what are your inspiration? Where do you get kung sa kuan pa sa mga love life pa hugot in your mga lectures?
I draw inspiration from my experiences.
Okay.
And I think that actually brought me to my first pageant, ang Queen Philippines, and then ako ang studies, ako ang advocacies na gi-carry, and of course sa kanang mga tao nga ako ang gusto pa nga pukawon based ako ang mga talks na ginahata.
So first pageant nimo ang
first pageant na ko siya.
Queen Philippines,
Siya.
Okay.
First pageant na ko siya.
Why did you join? Like after like so many years nga nung karon pa ka ni join.
Aside from the fact that it's gonna be my last chance because this is the last edition which will happen this August 10, no?
Yeah.
I feel like going back that I draw strength from my experiences. I feel like the time is ripe for me to be able to broadcast my truth. I wear many hats. I'm a speaker, I'm a host, I'm a performing artist, I'm a master's degree pursuer. And I think it's high time that I encapsulate all these the hats that I'm wearing into a platform wherein I can reach and tap more people for them to be empowered.
Okay, Bitakay, it's also good now whatever talents you have that you share it. Like you have a very good, you have a talent for sharing inspirational speeches, inspiring people. Yes, it's a very good platform that you can reach out to more people, not only here in Cebu but to the entire country.
Yes, siya. And of course, kanang grabe sa nako pag-ampo pud ani because it took some time before I was able to actually be decisive enough to say nga sige try na ko. Okay. I thought I don't fit met the standards. I thought, I feel like I don't belong in that place because for the longest time I've been in the entertainment industry. And so lahi sabihin siya kalakaran. So, pero like, dugang dasig you, the faith that I have from the Lord, the faith that I have in myself, my family.
They supported
They
you for that.
support me
Oh,
for
that's
that,
good.
for my dreams. And of course, for the advocacy and for the people that I'm planning to reach. Kana siya.
Yeah. So, kuan pa. And then, aside from like advocacy and social, like social studies, what other things that you want also to share to people?
I want them to know that it's never too late to try new things. I'm 29 and a lot of my kasabayan in the pageant world or in masters have done it way before me at a very young age. That doesn't mean that they're any better than you. It doesn't mean that you're not better, Anna. But it's just that we have our own timeline.
Okay,
And we
yes.
shouldn't be pressured by what others are saying. I know it's easier said than done.
Yeah,
It's easier said than done. But you have to understand the fact that in a world that frowns upon those people who constantly try, be that force that pushes the voice inside you that, no, I can do this, and that it's never too late, and the world and my life is a platform for me to discover and not theirs.
Yeah, and I take your cue also on timeline because
Yes.
we have different timelines.
Yes.
Maybe some because in the olden days, like the timeline for women, like
Yes.
when you're 25, you should be married.
Married, yeah.
And have children, okay? But then nowadays, the timeline of women, it's no longer that way.
Yes.
Diba? Mostly, they will, get married late, and then, some, even those married, they don't want children.
Yes.
Diba? So, we really have to, the people evolve because of also of the changing environment,
yes.
Changing situation, but then it's wrong. Diba?
Yes.
Okay, naman kita'y lain-lain. Maybe some, even mga actors and actresses, maybe when they're younger, they were not sikat, but then when they reach the age of 40,
Oh,
then
ano pa
that's
sila,
really popular, di ba? So, dito kay, naman sa patay gitawag mga late bloomers.
Ay, na.
Yeah, so, very good, do it in your time. Yeah,
Yes.
di ba? You don't have to be like apas ka nga, kani sila, compete ka. And then, it's really, ako idungag ni mo diha, kanang, alam na, you compete with yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, di ba?
Definitely.
Compete to yourself. How do you compete to yourself? You have to act yourself. Even like every day, there should be something
Yes.
good that you do. There's always an improvement. Maybe now, ang mohang kuan karon, mong eyes walay pilok. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, sige, magbutang ta.
Butang ta, di ba?
Ara.
Oo, so di ba? So those things, and as long as it will make you happy,
Yes.
and as long as also nga pa yun nga, wasad ka mo go beyond norms. Yeah.
Yes.
Kay kanasad kay sometimes when kanina makadungog na pagsagag mga negative things. But again, there are those mingong kang negative on the other part, but you don't have to think, and then you just think it as a positive on your part. Di ba?
Basta wala kay giyatak-yatakan nga tao.
Yeah.
Sila mga katungod, go lang yun.
Yes.
Ana ra gyud. And kanang good ang imong intentions, ana.
So,
Pati lang yun.
yeah. But sa kanibang sa mga Queen Philippines, are the candidates required to have an advocacy?
Dili ba siguro required? I feel like kanang it's given when you are in a platform. I don't like to say nga kanang required yun siya or something, but I think we've arrived at a stage wherein we have transformed the platform to be a platform wherein we get to reach people. Hence, it's substantial to have an advocacy.
Yeah.
Kana siya. So, during the time nga kanang i-appeal ko, I made sure that legitimate gyud, genuine ang ako ang advocacy, so that kana lang bitaw dili ko ganahan nga ni-appeal lang ko kay tungod kanang para makaingon lang nga na alam ko kanang ikasulti lang. So I know what you're trying to say. Kana siya ingon ana. So bisa na to ma-blame ang uban ana, but ako personally I say that it's substantial to have an advocacy good, whether with or without the pageant, with or without the sash or the crown. You have to have your own advocacy because we really have to make out of the space we're given.
Yeah, because it's also a lot better nga. It's when you have your advocacy, it's really something that you love and you're passionate, and then also nga it will come out genuine. Like me, akong gikuan yun nga advocacy for women. It's making the women financially independent.
Yes.
Yeah, diba?
No?
And then not only for women, for all people, because if we are nowadays, my God, everything is like you need money.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe mingon ka nga kuan nga pwede rang wala maato ka, pwede ra gyud kag ato ka mo nakayuta nimo magnanom ka, you don't need money. But then especially when you are in the city, you need really money to survive. But then in order for you to survive, you have to be financially independent. Yeah, you don't depend on other people to do something for you. In the same manner, if you have like na uban mingon, I do charity, but then mangayo pa ka sa uban, di ba? So it's really a lot better when you do charity works. It's really out of your own.
That's why I really admire you, attorney, no? Because like I know some of your advocacies as well, kana like especially kanang financial independence. So because culturally in the Philippines, kanang women would just, magikan maguna siya sa concept na mo stay at home lang, ang lalaki ang maningkamot. Kana di ang babae ang maningkamot. Kana di ay nga kanang dato ko, di pwede. So it's empowering youth, and it's manifested in a concrete manner. Kay of course, di ginato kalikayan. Kwarta is power. Kana gyud siya. And kana kun natay kwarta, malihay ta sa mga sitwasyon nga di ta ganahan. And mo prove gyud nga capable ang women sa kung unsa ang kakayahan sa lalaki. We're all just equal.
Yeah, right. And then ang kwan lang problema ug masubra sa ang kwarta. Okay. Mao sa na hinuon nga di na nung takabaw sa paggasto. But before ta mo padayon, alam mo po sa tagpipila ka pa hinungdong. Take a dance.
Sorry ma'am, na-late ko. Nagita ko mong gusto para internet sa kong anak ma'am.
Ay, wala na yung problema. Pag-sinisibo!
Sinisibo, sinisibo,
For your internet connection,
and for the signal of your cable TV.
so fast and straight the transmission to your phone.
Sinisibo!
Sinisibo, sinisibo,
Offers you to have fiber optics.
for your viewing experience, perfect and clear so far.
So great and affordable for you to enjoy.
Sinisibo, Sinisibo Television Network Incorporated offers fiber to the home broadband internet bundled with fiber to the home cable TV connection. Sinisibo Television Network Incorporated with its operation in Metro Cebu and the whole province of Cebu soon.
And affordable for you to enjoy.
Sinisibo!
Welcome back. So, nindot kayo mong discussion with our guest, Alam Garcia. But before sa kumupadayon sa akong mga pangutana kang Alam, ako sa kasalamatan atong technical team, atong TOC operators, Inday Lopez, at si Raymart Marasol, atong switcher, Brian Incorporado, cameraman, Nilo Cabarles, editor, Joan Lopez, and our makeup artist, Ferdy Katubay, ug magpasalamat sa me, together my co-host, Dr. Lucille Mercado. Magpasalamat mi ni Tatay Tudong o ni Nanay Dayan for always supporting our show, as well as magpasalamat ni Dr. Sad ni Archbishop Jose Palma for being our inspirational as well as our spiritual advisor. And then mo talk-talk, nindot ka, I'm also inspired by our guest, Alam. Kani ba like mingon sa tanga, kaning mag-pageant ba ta ba? Is it also kanabang naiuban huna nila negative? So, what do you think, aside from expressing your advocacy, but especially for mga young individuals, is it good pa kani mag-appeal o pageant? Ma-trans man ka, mababae man ka, or even male? Because now, there's also a pageant for male.
Kuan. I feel like at the very beginning, I understand where people are coming from, wherein they thought that pageantry is just for, beauty and, purely physical, because it was called beauty pageant for a purpose during the time. But I think there were a lot of people who revolutionized the concept of pageantry, wherein it is now a platform for inspiration, for advocacy. As a first timer myself, I have seen and I have experienced the effects of pageantry to myself, wherein I was able to be more determined with my choices, and that's one thing that really made me to the person and molded me to the person that I am now. Second, it helped me to be disciplined with my choices, with my fitness, with my health, and with my overall health, mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual, because pageantry is not just physical, it's a holistic competition with yourself. That way. And of course, it has now evolved into a platform wherein we get to reach a lot of people. Hence, we have our advocacies, and it is a very powerful platform wherein we can empower. So to the people who are actually still very apprehensive with the concept of pageantry, come and experience pageantry with us, because now more than ever, you get to experience different calibers of people, may it be women, cisgender women, male, transgender, LGBT, or whatnot, whatever that is, whatever your gender in life or sex in life is. Pageantry has evolved into a platform where we can create role models, not just us, but to the viewers.
Yeah. But then ang uban said, like, ilahasang apprehension is the cost. So is it also expensive? Because like seeing the mga candidates, like first, like you have to look good, you have to look beautiful, and then the clothes, the dresses, the gowns. Is it really expensive in joining? Because like I have heard about stories in like pageants in Manila, kind of mga national pageants, on how expensive. So is it also in a general sense, is it expensive?
I wouldn't lie. Yes, it is, and especially that's actually one of my apprehensions when in deciding whether I would join or not, because I wouldn't know if I would be able to carry the pressures of the financial aspect of joining a pageant, because it's still an industry, hence money is involved in actually getting the right creatives for your makeup, for your gown, for your shoes, and for everything. So
you spend for that?
I would spend for that, kana siya. But of course, natay nanay mga handlers, nanay mga sponsors, natay mga gitawagay na ang dynamics nga kanang naay mo sponsor sa imong gown, naay mo sponsor sa imong costume, sponsor sa imong hair and makeup, the better. But kanang dili makayo tanan ang naay resources sa mga sponsors sa imong creatives na part, no? So kana mangita jud ka og pamaagi, especially sa kuha kana medyo lisod sa at the very beginning, but there are kind people who actually offer kan discounted prices, so kana makahagal ka, no, sa kana mga inaana. But I feel like it's more than the gasto, it's the value of actually understanding and finding ways. Kay sad kanang like
if you're really determined, you have to find
determined. Kay ang iyaha man sang returns nimo, ang experience dili ka bayaran.
Correct. And then said, like Isa said, there are some also that you may have like sponsors, but then in terms of your creatives, diba? Kay like you also have your idea on how you want to look. So even og naikuan sponsor, but the sponsor lahi iyang vision, diba? So it's a lot better nga you have a control on what the outcome, diba? Kay naiuban nga they just also let their sponsors do everything, but human mag-blame at the end. So
pros and cons gid siya. May nana. So kung ganahan ka nga ikaw magbuot mo, gasto gid ka. Kung ganahan kag naalay mo kuan ka nang murag dili kay ka confidence sa imong viewership and you want others to look at it in the lens for you, you can have those sponsors, you can have your creative team, your management, kanang ina. It's just really weighing things where you can. Ako, in the middle ko, kay of course, dili ko daghang kwarta, dili ko financially dependent, kaayo nga kanang super daghang kwarta, but it's just really weighing your choices and weighing where you stand.
Okay. But kuha na maganda tong oras, Alan. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you also for having me.
So it's a very good conversation. Yeah, learning from you with all those, like manana ako, i-add up sa ako na learning mo, aside from the redirection, yung timeline. So, we have different timelines.
Yes.
It's just that nga, this timeline, nag-abot pa.
Oh,
Diba?
true.
So, din naman na ibagayin nun nga, maybe in our, like, in our lives with so many people in the world, but then there are really times that when God really permits that people will meet, our timelines will cross,
Yes.
diba? And then, please give any message to our televiewers.
I know that we all encounter different adversities in life. Whatever that is, we do our part, paningkamot kita, but we should never forget that we should have faith in the Lord, because when we pray, when we ground ourselves in His providence and in His grace, we get to see the brighter side of things. Kana siya. Never lose faith in the Lord, never lose faith in yourself, and much more know your truth, because your truth will lead you to the right direction.
Yes, so beautiful. Thank you very much,
Thank you so
Alem.
much, Atty.
Yes,
Joy.
thank you. And then magpasalamat po kaninyo for joining us. I'm pretty sure you learn a lot from our guest, Alem Garcia, because, really, it's really a matter of mindset, how you handle pressure. You can consider it as a challenge. You consider it in a positive way, to, as mentioned by Alam, to push you forward, to make you more determined to succeed in your choices in life. And then also, there are things now, maybe now it's not for you, but your life will be redirected to much more beautiful, more progressive, more acceptable to you. And then also, ang last niya, ang timeline. Timeline, really, we have different timelines. Maybe you have a timeline now that you graduate, and then maybe you get married in a later part, but then things are so many, there are so many things that will come to you, but what is a good thing that you have to continue to have a positive mindset. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.
Hear me roar in numbers too big to ignore, and I know too much to go back and pretend.